The 2023 copy of the industry sizing report will be available for download for free on the MRSI website from next month onwards. In the meanwhile, you can download the copies complimentary for the last 2 years on the website. So, Taming the Choppy Waters, our theme for the 31st annual MRSI seminar, signifies how challenges can lead to innovation. After all, when it comes to data analysis, it's all about finding the current trends and surfing them to success. And you're going to see a whole lot of those through some amazing sessions planned over the next 2 days here at the seminar. We would like to thank Global Survey, our associate partner, who've contributed tremendously to the success of this seminar. Taming the Choppy Waters has different connotations and ideas around the theme. Let's hear from Ramki what was on the mind of the seminar committee while designing this year's theme. K. Ramakrishnan, or Ramki, as he is fondly known, is the Managing Director, South Asia for the Worldpanel division of Kantar. Prior to joining Kantar, Ramki has led CXO level positions at TVS, Lenovo, and Cafe Coffee Day. Ramki is also the 31st annual seminar chair and has led a fantastic committee to help us get where we are. Welcome, Ramki, and over to you.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks, Mithali, for giving me this opportunity to drive this committee for conducting this seminar. I realized after taking up that position how difficult it is to actually come up with a subject. Because ever since I started working, we've always said this is the most challenging year. Times are tough. This is something that we've been hearing forever. And how different can you be? You can keep saying you'll push the envelope, or you can do cutting edge or whatever. So how can you be different around all this was the biggest challenge in terms of saying how can we come up with a subject that can be enticing as well as bringing out the best of thoughts. As someone alluded to earlier, the purpose of the seminar was more to celebrate thought leadership, more to celebrate excellence bordering on academic, and not necessarily viewed from the lens of success, commercial success. So from that point of view, it celebrates a lot of thinking. So given that it celebrates a lot of thinking, the committee members spent a lot of time. I'm really, really thankful to every member of the committee who invested so much time in discussing with us what should be the subject and then going through each of the papers and evaluating them. So coming to the subject, we initially, when we said what should we speak about, the usual sexy subjects did come up all the time, saying this should be all about AI. This should be all about generative AI and stuff like that. But then we said, maybe those are tools, maybe those are means. What do we actually want out of that? So fundamentally, we said that we are in a year which has been 3 successive difficult times. Let's say the pandemic followed by war followed by inflation, and before we can say stop, there's another one which we're hearing in the last few days, which is the Hamas and Israeli stuff. So given all this, clearly the waters are choppy. So given that the waters are choppy, should we say, how do we tame the waters? What we mean by tame is fundamentally to say take control into our hands, because uncertainty is not something that is not going to be there. Forever in our lives, we're going to face a lot of uncertainty. And year after year, there are going to be waves of uncertainty. If that wave of uncertainty is there, what do we as professionals do in terms of taking that in our hands to be able to tame them, and we do our actions the way we wanted them to do? So that's the fundamental thinking behind the subject that we came up with. Having said that it's taming the choppy waters, we also sub-classified it into streams, each one celebrating a different area of the same. One being maiden voyage, which celebrates innovation in a way. Second, we spoke about adventure, which speaks about the technology. The third we spoke about is steering, which is actually celebrating an existing methodology to address new problems or looking at the methodology itself differently. So it's fundamentally methodology. And the fourth one is probably a very, very important part of the whole scheme of things, which is sailors, which is people, which is a subject which is very often ignored. And we made it a point to make sure that we have to celebrate the people of the industry in making sure that we tame the choppy waters. So this was the thinking behind the whole thing, and I'm sure having participated in writing papers and all of this and read through all that is there in the website, you would be familiar and you will have your own interpretation of what is taming the choppy waters. And I'm sure over the next 2 days, we can all exchange notes to see if your interpretation of taming the choppy waters and the interpretation of the committee match. And I'm hoping they won't match, because the more there is dissonance, the more there is discussion, and the more there is discussion, the more there is knowledge in that. So thank you once again for this opportunity, and I hope you all have a fantastic 2 days, and that's the subject for you for this seminar. Thank you.